Martin shave tests back again. Yes, I did hone my rather recalcitrant, strange razor this morning, and unfortunately, I have been out skating rather a lot today, hence my lovely t-shirt. Anyway, be that as it may. Yeah, so here it is. This is the rather beautiful but very, very awkward to use Puma Inox Special. It's the Puma Inox 5/8 number 68, and it's given me nothing but headaches. There's something about small inox, that's stainless razors, which I just don't get on with. So, right, in short, I want to get on. What I did was I put it on a slurry on a plate, on a marble plate or marble chopping block as it happens, and I religiously worked hard on it. I got the usual little microscope picture of a wonderful edge. It looked wonderful, it looked lovely and sandblasted, etc, etc. The only trouble was I went to strop it, gave it a good stropping. It just will not pass the hanging hair test properly. This has been a little sod, and quite honestly, I don't know the answer. I even added tape to the spine to give it an alternative bevel, and that didn't work. So I've stropped it hard, didn't like it, so I went downstairs yet again, and this time I've put it on my nice pink coticle, the one which I so successfully used the other day, which did give a rather horrible stainless razor a very good edge. So let's see if it works for this one. So this is now back to a normal coticle edge, and it does hanging hair test, and lo and behold, it is shaving quite well. I'm using the same lather and soap as last time when I used the awkward little Friador. That little Friador 50.5 actually is going to be a good razor now, but this one I have my doubts. But you can hear it's cutting cleanly. It's not dragging. I'd say it's about the same edge as on that Friador. Thank God. So the Friador worked. This one did as well. What I would add is that the experiment with the marble, I don't know what happened there. I can't really tell you what went wrong, but something went wrong. So I suspect the little coticle slurry stones that I was using, they might not have liked each other. It might have been inferior modern coticle. I don't know. So I drove up a slurry on my good big 10.25 inch by 2 inch wide pink coticle. And that's worked very, very well, as I suspected it would. The light is bloody awful today because the sun's nearly down. We're dealing with quite a nice warm day here in Angleterre for a change. The skating was good. I watched with great amusement a gentleman on one of those single wheel electric, I don't know what you call them, monocycles. They're very fast. And he came along through our skate patch and he had the decency to run over one of those ghastly little electric cars. Bless him. I was so happy. I didn't see it. I was back here working on this. But this is actually quite nice. So the experiment with the lather, the experiment with the slurry on the marble didn't work. And I still don't know why, but it didn't. I'm sure it would work as others have used if I put it onto possibly an Arkansas, black Arkansas, or I got a nice see-through translucent Arkansas, perhaps that might work, but I don't care. If this works, using my good quality coticle, good enough for me. But anyway, for those that want to continue experimenting, bless them. Gee, I can hardly see in here. Yeah, the light is strange this evening. In case anybody's interested, it's coming up towards 9 o'clock, 9 p.m. I've had a long day, mostly honing this little so-and-so, and of course skating. Inline skating naturally, not ice skating. Not in the middle of summer in England, not on a seafront. That would be strange. Yeah, this is a good edge. So that's the first pass. Very, 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 very nice. And that's not my favourite size. This is a ghastly little 5/8 and barely adequate to shave with, but it does shave. I must say, Eric's soap is magnificent. I don't know very much about lavas and soaps. What I do know is this is slick, and I do like slick. So it's not got massive volume. I don't look like Father Christmas in it, but it does produce a beautiful, slick, kind lava. As you can see, that's quite good enough for me. Yeah, that's very, 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 very nice. From what I've heard from other people, custom lavas, custom soaps are more than equals to the very best you can buy of manufactured soaps. Anyway, let's go against the grain. Yeah, perfectly kind. Oh, thank heavens. Yeah, that's a good razor now. Not my best. It's only a 5/8 and it is made from Satan's steel. I wouldn't give you tuppence for small razors in stainless steel. You've really got to know what you're doing. But this edge, this coticle edge on my pink coticle is very nice, as you can hear and as you can see. So I would give this a definite pass. So this puts it in the same category as my little Friador, a saved razor. Let's see how we can. Yeah, that's pretty effortless. Not as good as a top end carbon, but there's a different feel as well. I can't describe it, but they're never as sharp to me as a carbon razor. If you like ridiculously sharp edges, I'd go carbon. But you can hear it. It's cutting old Martin stubble. It's the only other news on the skate patch, which was rather a shame, was one of our lovely lady skaters, Florentina, a beginner, doesn't quite listen enough to instruction. But anyway, she got hit the other day with a little electric car. Two little boys, I don't know, 10-year-old, 12-year-old, it would appear, were using one of these radio controlled cars. They hit her, knocked her down, broke her wrist. So it's a shared patch on the seafront. I call it my skate patch, but it's shared. So this is nice. I've got to say one more time, this is a good shave. I'm very slightly sunburnt, so that's a good test. If you can comfortably shave on lightly sun-kissed skin, yeah, it is not grabbing. Hallelujah. So that's the second razor, as you guys that are kind enough to follow my little dialogues. This is the second saved stainless steel razor in a couple of days. I'm just sorry that the marble experiment didn't work at all. We'd hardly pass a hanging hair. And as I've just proved with this, unless you've got a really good hanging hair test done, don't shave, don't bother. You'll have a bad shave. All the other tests are fine, yeah, I mean, nothing against it, just, you know, if you get a reasonable supply of hair, I hasten to add, not mine, then yes. But look at this, this is chomping away, I'm totally pleased. Anyway, I'm going to finish it. I don't want to waste too much of your time. You're very kind to watch this. All I do is experiment with steel and edges. And when some kind soul like the Cajun Blade sends me some of his wonderful soap, obviously I'm extremely pleased to try it. I hope others will do shaving videos using the Cajun Blade soap. This is the same as I used last time. This is the remarkably nice Deer Tallow, and it's a little softer than the others. It's got a little bit more shea butter, whatever that is, and other ingredients which are mysterious and wonderful. But I didn't realise, I mean, we all know that Eric is a fantastic cook. I didn't know he was an alchemist. Seems he's an alchemist as well, because this is definitely beyond chemistry. This is alchemy. Lovely soap. 10 out of 10. Just a very different feel, stainless steel, especially on a small razor. As you can hear, it's doing it. I don't know how many passes I'm going to bore you with. That's probably enough. Yep, that is enough. I'll wipe it off, I'll give it the old Allen block test. But honestly, there's no need. When you can feel that a razor's cutting properly, that's it. It is. Then I want to message my lovely lady friend, wife-to-be, in Morocco. A stunningly gorgeous Alda. So hot though, over there. I mean, I've heard from you guys about Texas, and I've heard about the other horrible heat, but yeah, it matches it. It's I don't know what it is in Fahrenheit, but it hits the mid-40s in centigrade. Yeah, that's going to do me, chaps. Yeah, that's lovely. Right, I shall wipe this beast off, show you one more time. So there you have it. That is a very exclusive little razor. It's even got its little Puma almost untouched, which is worrying, little seal on the side, which means nobody's used it. I think the reason nobody's used it is because nobody could sharpen it. That form of stainless steel, the Puma inox, I don't know, perhaps I'm wrong, I'm sure I am. Perhaps there are people who have more luck. But this is a working razor now, thank God for that. Right, I'm done. Thank you so much, guys. I will always try and experiment. I'll always try new things, new blades, and of course, different soaps. How about that? I'd call that, I wouldn't call it BBS, I haven't tried that hard, but it's more than adequate for a good shave. That was about, I don't know, 2.5 days of stubble. So yes, it is possible to take what I was considering to be a waste of time razor, and you can eventually get it right. Anyway, we're coming up to 15 minutes. That's quite enough out of me. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed, you'll get a lot more of this in the coming weeks and months. So chaps, that's it from Martin. Martin Shaves, over and out.